Hello world, Anthony DeVario, Catalina Lingerie.
Hi, my name is Erin Moore.
Hello, I am Lottie Sue.
Hello, my name is Peyton.
Hello, my name is Gail McGraw.
Hi, my name is Kim Caleb Anderson, and I have asthma.
I have been diagnosed with asthma for 32 years.
I have asthma. I have worked with McGraw Compound Management in Luxwell. I work with multiple models, had 7 kids, started out as bronchitis every year, several times a year when I was a kid. When the weather changed, when seasons changed, always had bronchitis. It keep me home from school several times a year. Also, my triggers are anywhere from my food allergies to high pollen, man-made chemicals such as bleach, pine sol. As far as my foods, my biggest triggers are like peanut butter. Oh gosh, peanut butter sucks. I do take Singulair for my asthma, which is also an allergy med, but I also take lots of other things. I do not ever let my asthma stop me. I try not to ever go into haunted barns because they use that fogger, which is coconut oil. That usually puts me in the hospital. If not necessarily in the hospital, it turns into pneumonia, which sucks. It's not preventable. Getting asthma is never preventable. So, just kind of watch out for triggers.
I was diagnosed with asthma when I was 8 years old, and it's kind of inhibited me from doing things I want to. When I was younger, I wanted to try out for a basketball team, but I couldn't keep up with the other girls. I've kept it under control with 2 different inhalers and a couple of allergy meds, but sometimes if I get sick, the cold or mucus will get to my chest, so I end up having to go to urgent care, get breathing treatments, things like that. I have been hospitalized because of my asthma. Needed stronger breathing treatments, or bronchitis just got out of control and really hit my lungs hard. I don't know, it's not exactly, it's easy to live with, but at the same time it's not, because like a vital part of your body doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Like your lungs aren't strong enough, at least to me it seems like, and I hate when people worry about me. Like it's pretty much under control, but when something happens, like if I get sick, or this year I've had attacks at work, so like I have coworkers worrying about me, and now I can't even cough without somebody asking if I'm okay, and that just bothers me because I'm like feeling weak. But I guess I just try not to let it get to me, but it can be hard sometimes, especially since it is a chronic condition with no cure. It's something I have to live with. A lot of people in my family, they have had it, but they outgrew it, but I'm the lucky one who still has it. So I just try not to think about that too much, and yeah, it's part of life, but it's part of my life, but it's not who I am. It's something I have, and I just have to always remind myself of that.
I am 13 years old. I am a print and runway model. I play multiple sports. I have asthma. I was diagnosed with it around 4 years old. It was really breathtaking to not just my family, but like I guess close friends. Things that trigger it are aerosol cans, food allergies, trees, and dust. For it, I use 2 different inhalers. I use a steroid and a rescue inhaler. And even with the asthma, I do what I love, and I just don't let it get in the way of it, because it's not really something that should that should make you stop doing what you love, because if you don't do what you love, you're really not going to get anywhere.
I've been here in this city of Detroit all my life, and I have asthma since I was born. I've been dealing with it by taking inhalers and prednisone and different steroids. Growing up as a child, I did play sports, but not aggressively because of my asthma. And getting older, I've learned how to deal with it and how to cope with it with different climates. Asthma sometimes can be scary, but if you have a little bit of control of it, you just have to deal with it. It's just something that you have, just like anybody else that may have like some type of immune deficiency or anything. Asthma is something that you wake up with and you go to bed with every day, because without oxygen that you need, you will die. And that's my announcement. My name is Kim K. Anderson. I am a model, actress, DJ, a mother of 4, and I live with asthma all my life, but I did not let it stop me, and you shouldn't let it stop you either.
My first diagnosis happened when I was 4 years old, running around playing. I got really, really short of breath and I fainted. My mother took me to the hospital and the doctor had to give me a whole day breathing treatment of albuterol, which anybody who has asthma will know what that is, and steroids just to get my lungs up the par, and the doctor diagnosed me with asthma. I have battled asthma for the better part of 36 years. I mean for the 32 years, and I became quite successful because I was told that if you exercise, eat right, and you meditate, make sure you control yourself, you can control your asthma. It's not something that can be cured, but it's something you can control and manage. I've managed it quite well for a while. I was able to become a professional fighter, and I've even had the opportunity of working out and being able to run and be healthy today. But there's been more than a few times that I've had to have breathing treatments, go to the hospital. I've even had one occasion where I almost died. So I was 23 at that time. I had a home and I was doing some work on my home, and my home got struck by lightning, and the electricity kind of surged through me. And as it surged through me, it caused me to have an asthma attack so bad that I blacked out, and I was out for 2 days. They said that they had to resuscitate me because my heart stopped for the better part of 30 seconds. So I almost died one time. I have fought it for a long time, and I'm trying to become a winner of it, a fighter of it, because if you don't fight, it wins. You're not supposed to never let anything beat you. Only thing can beat you is you. I take pride in being a fighter of asthma.
I'm 9 years old. My asthma affects my gymnastics because when I flip, sometimes when I'm in the air, it sometimes prevents me from stopping to breathe. It all started when I was 3 years old, and I woke up and I felt a tight squeeze in my chest. I kept wheezing and coughing. So I came downstairs and my mom was talking to my dad, and I told my mom I couldn't breathe like this. Mom, I cannot breathe. And then she rushed me to the hospital, and I thought I was gonna die because it felt scary to me. So I take my breathing treatment sometimes when I still have that tight squeeze and my lungs don't feel that good. I don't run. I usually have to do 2 laps and walk in gym because Mr. Taki notices that I sometimes stop and sit on the bleachers, and I have to catch it. So she knows about this feeling, and she knows that so every time I have to do laps, I'm usually supposed to do 4, But every time I have to do labs, I do 2 because of this bronchitis. Also, when I was sleeping during that time, when I was 3 years old, I had to wake up because it felt so bad that it just made me feel like I was getting smaller inside. And that tight squeeze affected my gymnastics, so I didn't really do it that much. It affected my gymnastics when I flipped, so I usually sometimes I just read to prevent that. And my asthma triggers is grass and dust, and when the seasons change, the pollen in the air when the seasons change. I'll probably start to continue to do my gymnastics, but go gentle on it. So I might not have a running start because the running, I have the running type, and that running type makes me like tight squeeze, cough, and wheeze. I take my breathing treatment and my inhaler almost every day during smoking, when we're having a barbecue. Any event I go somewhere other than home, I'll take my inhaler with me. I'm still trying to bring it to school because I don't have one available to bring. I need my inhaler for home, so I'm still trying to plan on getting a new one to bring to school.
This is Dominic Bryan. He's 4 years old. He's had asthma since he's been born. So far in his life, he's had 4 asthma attacks.
A.I.R, asthma is real.
A.I.R, asthma is real.